Need to get shit done? Today, I'm going to give you 5 steps to be more consistent, even more than Floyd Mayweather. Let's go. Hey, what's up? I'm Sonny Tee. Welcome to the channel, the #1 place on the planet for entrepreneurs, period. If you're new to the channel and haven't subscribed, you may want to give it some thought. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I think you're going to like what you see. Let's jump right into it. Step #1 to being more consistent is to know right off the rip that to-do lists don't work. You've already probably been doing to-do list and it doesn't work. So why keep trying to do the same things over and over and over again? The key to being more consistent and getting shit done is to focus on one thing. That's like writing in your journal every day and then starting off with your goals. But here's the question that they ask you in the book called The One Thing. Now, I'm paraphrasing here, but it's something like, what's the one thing that I can do today that will make next week better? What's the one thing that I can do next week that'll make next month better? What's the one thing I can do next month to make the whole year better? And then you go on through to like the millennium, right? You just keep asking that same question and you focus on that one thing. If you focus on that one thing, it's one small chunk of something that needs to be done to make shit better. And asking yourself that question every day will help you knock out the one thing. To-do lists flat out don't work. And if you don't believe me, just go read the book, The One Thing, and find out more. Step #2 is to be aware of your own bullshit. Now, I know that sounds abrupt, but you know exactly what I'm talking about. What happens is the moment that you make an excuse, the moment that you give yourself an explanation, there's that quick second that you know you're full of shit. You know it, and you'll catch it. Now, what I need you to do is focus on that moment. I need you to slow down because it normally happens so fast and we normally just try to ignore it, but you know, and you need to slow down and focus. I'm full of shit right now, right? I need you to focus on that. I need you to think about it. I need you to look at it. Then I need you to own it, say it, and then go get done what you need to get done. That's the #1 thing. Everybody's going to tell you, oh, think positive and blah, blah, blah. And they're going to give you all kind of crutches. I'm not about crutches here, man. I'm about fixing the problem. Don't make excuses. We break them right around here on this channel. #3, I've said this in almost every video that I've done. Create good habits. Man, I can tell you something, man. Start trying to make some good habits. Now, I'm probably one of the best business guys I know, getting stuff done. I have crazy work ethic. But now when you're talking about creating a good habit, when you go into the gym, it just sucks, right? But what I did was I started working out every day for a minute a day, 2 minutes a day, and ended up doing more, but I only dedicated myself to 1 minute a day. Remember, small chunks. And I did that for 67 days. Now, whenever I decide to work out, it's not like a battle. I don't work out every day, but when I do, it's not a battle anymore. I just go do it. I decide to go work out and I get it done. #4. Now here's where we talk about kind of what we did in #2. Now #5 is going to surprise you, so stick around. It's only one more to go. #4 is focus on the small things. And I've been it's been a theme throughout this entire thing. So that's kind of a hint on what you really should be doing. Focusing on small things. Now I remember this a long time ago. My stepfather told me this. And he says that you need to celebrate the small wins, these small things. And the mind, now he didn't tell me this because he was a dumbass himself. He didn't tell me this, but I know that the mind works on short-term goals. So if you say, I want to go to college for 4 years, it sounds like such a long time, man. But if you tell yourself, hey, man, I'm just going to go take care of my general curriculums in a community college for the next 2 months, and then after I get my, associate's degree, then maybe I'll do something else. But the first thing is, I just want to get my general requirements done. That would be awesome. So you start working on these small goals, celebrate those goals, get that good feeling, and that creates, again, a small habit. These good habits of getting things done, making yourself feel good, and starting to attack the bigger thing. #5. Now here's the juice, right? You gotta make it a thing. That's my thing there. You gotta make it a thing. So a quick story, Nancy was probably the worst driver on the planet. I hated driving with her, and I said, hey man, you gotta make driving a thing. And my explanation to her was, look, Mario Andretti, Lewis Hamilton are all professional race drivers. It's a thing. It's something you practice. And so what I did, and this is what I want you to hear, is I gave her processes and systems to understand how driving should work. And to make driving easier and more consistent is what systems and processes did for her. And now I don't mind driving with Nancy at all. Systems and processes make things more consistent. That's the answer. Look at McDonald's. You just can't go to McDonald's and go own a McDonald's. They give you a book about this thick, and it takes you about a year to learn how to own a McDonald's. If you want to work there, they give you that same thick book to tell you what to do, how to flick burgers, the whole situation and the whole system, and that'll take you 3 months for your first employee indoctrination, right? Burger King, McDonald's, Kentucky Fried Chicken, the reason why they're popular is because they figured out how to create a system and a process to make their food more consistent. I can tell you now, in the United States of America, I'm gonna leave that caveat, one McDonald's should taste like the other. Unlike here in France, a side note where you don't know when you get a Big Mac from one place to another, what it's gonna be like. The last example I'm gonna give you is how Nancy and I started shooting these videos. We have a system and a process in place. She's gonna roll camera, stand behind the camera. I'm gonna do some research, find out exactly what I wanna say in these videos. Then we write it on this big ass pad. And after we write it all down, we practice it. And then I do the editing, she makes the thumbnails, I upload it, and then we do it all again. And we set a time together to say, listen, this is when we're gonna start our process. Now, for the bonus on the end, what you need to do is try to improve yourself 1% every time you do this, every day. Find out what could be better in your systems and processes. Watched Elon Musk walking through the Tesla factory, and while he was walking through the factory, he was like, man, I want to change this and move this around because I feel like that's just inefficient. He saw some things that he could change to make everything more efficient. That's the key to being more consistent. It's systems and processes. Right now is the time that I'm gonna tell you though, if you like this video, bam, click that thumbs up. Man, share the video if you know someone that could benefit from it. Comment below, tell me some of the tricks that you do to be more consistent. And as always, man, subscribe. If you haven't done that yet, you can always say, Sonny, I don't like it, and unsubscribe the day you don't like it anymore. Remember, guys, being consistent, success, and this entrepreneur thing is an everyday thing. No excuses, no explanations. Let's get it done.